Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing Scooby-Doo and Kiss, the rock and roll mystery. Now I just have to say off the bat, I did not enjoy this movie. It just really did feel like a paid sponsorship opportunity to feature Kiss in a Scooby-Doo animated movie, and as a result the plot was really convoluted, as they were just looking for opportunities to have Kiss singing on stage and having their concert rock and roll moments, and as a result the plot was really convoluted. There was a bit of a mystery that could have been really interesting in there, but it was just suffocated and squeezed out by all of the Kiss stuff. That just meant the plot of this film was just really unenjoyable, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, the Mystery Incorporated gang are heading to a Kiss amusement park to go to their Halloween concert. However, it's closed down because of a villain called the Crimson Witch. Now the gang have to work together with the Kiss members to work out what's really going on and who is behind all of it. Now there are some funny moments. For example, Fred is the only character out of the 5 Mystery Incorporated members that isn't really a Kiss fan. Instead, he likes more tame bands like the Ascot 5. So those moments are pretty funny, but there are just some ludicrous moments. For example, when the gang have to travel to Kiss Story, which is in another portal realm, and over there they have to stop a MODOK style villain called the Destroyer. Now I do like real monsters featured in Scooby-Doo, for example in Mystery Incorporated and in the first 4 brilliant Scooby-Doo movies, namely Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, Cyber Chase and Alien Invaders, provided they're done in the right way. You know, I would argue Goblin King didn't really do them in as good of a way as those original 4 films did, and in Kiss Story I'm afraid they were really not done in a great way. So from a storyline point of view, like I said in the beginning, it's very convoluted. So from a cast and characters point of view, like I said before, the Mystery Incorporated gang are working with the Kiss rock and roll band members to try and solve the mystery around the Crimson Witch. Now this leads to some really interesting encounters. So for example, Daphne has a bit of a crush on the Star Child musician, which makes Fred really jealous, and instead he wants to be flying the flag for the Ascot 5. Velma is kind of just there trying to solve the mystery. Scooby and Shaggy, they do actually have some pretty hilarious encounters. For example, Scooby spraying water on one of the Kiss members and also throwing a lot of food over on the Demon member, which I thought was really funny as well. So we then have Chikara, who is a bit of a fortune teller type character, and she really believes in the other realm and the Kiss Story world, and having to try and rescue the Black Diamond so that it doesn't get into the hands of the Destroyer, and all of those sort of interesting otherworldly type aspects. We then have DeLisle, who is the head of security at the Kiss amusement park, and she's a bit no nonsense. She doesn't really want the Scooby gang over there, and she just wants to close the whole place down. We then have a merchandise seller who I would actually say is a bit funny for comic relief moments. They did overuse him in terms of just wanting to have adverts all over the place in selling all of the Kiss merchandise. We then have the special effects team and the people that are creating all of the potions that allow all of the magic to happen in the Kiss amusement park. We then have an elder type character. So in the Kiss Story Other Realm, this is the advisor that is even telling the Kiss members how to try to get rid of the Destroyer and how to use their magical powers. And then finally we have the actual Crimson Witch character herself. You know, I think she could have been a lot more menacing, but she was actually a pretty weak, one-dimensional character that just wanted to try and get the Black Diamond. You know, compared to the Witch's ghost in the very early movies, I would say that witch was so much better than the Crimson Witch. So from a cast and characters point of view overall, whilst there were some nice moments in there, I would just say that they didn't maximise the opportunity that they had with all of the characters on offer. So from a visuals point of view, I'd say the animation style used in this Kiss special movie was actually pretty decent. You know, it was released in 2015, so it's not that old, so therefore the animation style is pretty decent. I'd just say the execution just could have been a lot better than it was, and especially when they travelled to Kiss Story, I just thought over there it just got a little bit ridiculous and a little bit ludicrous as well. So from a visuals point of view, whilst they didn't necessarily look bad, I just feel like the execution just wasn't that impressive. So in terms of comparisons, I'd say there's kind of 5 levels of Scooby-Doo movies. You know, right at the top there's the absolutely brilliant ones such as Zombie Island, and right at the bottom there's the less so good ones such as Legend of the Vampire and Monster in Mexico, and unfortunately I have to put the Kiss special movie right at the bottom along with Legend of the Vampire and Monster in Mexico, as it was just really not that impressive. Now, I haven't got anything against musical based films in the Scooby-Doo world. Actually, Music of the Vampire was a really great example of how to do this really well. I just unfortunately think Kiss the Rock and Roll Mystery just was not that great, especially when you compare it to the other brilliant Scooby-Doo animated movie specials. So overall, I'm sure you can tell I was not a fan of Scooby-Doo Kiss the Rock and Roll Mystery. You know, I've got nothing against having other characters or real life people featured inside Scooby-Doo movies. You know, for example, I really enjoyed Scooby Natural, which was absolutely brilliant crossover, and the Batman, the Brave and the Bold characters when they kind of came into the Scooby-Doo world. Those are really great. Unfortunately, the Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery was just not done in a great way. I thought it was a really poor execution, and as a result, I have to give it a 3 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.